Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be making wooden fruit. This is a really colourful project and one that I get asked to demonstrate all over the world to many different clubs. It always goes down well, there's lots of technique, there's lots of colour involved as well. So sit back and enjoy. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be making wooden fruit. This is a really colourful project and one that I get asked to demonstrate all over the world to many different clubs. It always goes down well, there's lots of technique, there's lots of colour involved as well. So sit back and enjoy.
Okay, so we're just going to start by marking out. We're using a marking gauge here, just around 4 of the edges. Do that on both sides, of course. We're using Pro Drives as a centre, so a step centre look alike, and a ring centre in the tailstock. Now, speeds are quite important for this project, so we're going to be turning these around about 1800 revs. And that doesn't change throughout, just keep it going, same speed. And try and minimise the amount of tools we're picking up here. So instead of a roughing gouge, we're going straight into a 3/8 bowl gouge. And all of the shaping is going to be done from roughing to this outside edge. The only other tool we're going to use is in a minute is the parting tool, just to clean up those very last pieces. We're just using the bevel there just to round over that edge, just like you would on a bowl. And then here comes the parting tool, just to clean up those little last bits, just to leave as small amount of timber as possible to clean up after. And then we're ready to sand. So we're sanding here, we're going right from 100 down to 150, 240, 400. Some timbers you're going to need to go to 600, but most will stop at 4. This paddock is really dusty, so just be careful, make sure you're masked up. Down to the finishing grades now. There we are, all ready to seal. We're going to use a cellulose sanding sealer here, and this is a diluted mix of 50-50. Cellulose sealer, cellulose thinners. Put this on without the lathe running, of course, otherwise you'll get a faceful. Look how that colour just jumps as soon as you put that sealer on. Wipe off the excess before it dries. And this is going to raise the grain nicely, so when you polish with the abrasive compound later, you'll get a really smooth finish. Best done in batches, of course, these fruit. Saves you moving the lathe around too much for one piece. Now we're going to look at top and tailing, so we need to get that jam chuck on. Don't forget, for more information and sizes on how you make these fruit and the jam chucks, grab yourself one of the manuals. There's a link below this video. So we need some bigger jaws. We're going to change out to what we call Dove G. This is on the Axminster SK114. Just a bigger size, really. Locating that first drawing, of course. Your jam cuts can be made out of most timbers, as long as they're not ones that split easily, so things like ash won't do. But this is a piece of tulip, but maple, sycamore, elm, oak, all of those timbers are really good. Just centering up, getting close. You may have seen there's a push stick inside, That helps me locate. And just a single tap from a nylon mallet's enough. Don't keep tapping, otherwise you'll get the piece stuck and damage your piece of fruit at the same time. Now we're going to go to a smaller bowl gouge now. So we're on a 6mm bowl gouge, and I've ground this to a really quite a fine point, almost like a detail gouge. You can see how that fine point gets right into that center. Single tap to release the apple, turn them over, do the other side. There we are, sanding. Just use the corner of your abrasive to sand into the detail. Go through the same amount of abrasive again. So now we're going to make the stem. We need to drill the apple out. This is a 4mm drill bit. So we're going to drill the top of the apple out to take the stem. Do a slightly off angle hole so the stem comes out at an angle. Nice sharp drill bit, and only allow enough drill to be exposed to you so it doesn't snap. A nice dark timber, in this case it's a piece of panga panga. And this is one of the corners that we cut off some apple blanks earlier, so nothing goes to waste. We're just using the little skew chisel here. This is a 12mm signature skew. And again, just using the single tool. We're not roughing down with anything else apart from the skew. Nice gentle taper. As long as you taper down below 4mm, you know it's going to fit the hole. V-cut to part off. Using the toe of the skew here just to part the piece away. And then we're just going to sand an angle on the stem just to make it look a little bit more authentic. Now for the polishing, the favourite bit. So we're using stitched mop wheel here with a material called Tripoli, or Tripomax is another name. And this is a first stage plastics and soft metals polishing stick. It's an abrasive compound, so it leaves a really, really good finish. And then we buff them up with a loose leaf mop and some carnauba wax or wood turner's stick. You can see the sort of shine you get from this carnauba wax. It's almost glass-like a finish. Now we're turning the polishing mops at 1400 revs.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video today. If you like what you see, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to give the fruit turning a go for yourself, grab one of the manuals, follow the link below. So until next time, see you again. Bye bye.